got another slate of games we're going to be going over. We got some baseball. We got some hockey. We got some basketball. We got a decent amount of games for considering that it's late in playoffs now that we're going to be going over. So, but before we get into all of that, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earle Sports Bets. There we go. Let's get into today's plays. Why don't we? We'll just go over a quick recap of what happened yesterday first, and then we're going to head into the slate for today. Looking at baseball for me yesterday, I went 2-2 for video picks. 2 for 2, or did I give out? No, I gave up Baltimore. I went 2-3 in video picks. I had the Cardinals and Dodgers, or Cardinals and Angels. Those both cashed for me. I got the and then my losses were Dodgers first 5 -0.5, Dodgers full game run line, and then the Minnesota Baltimore over was also a loser for me. For video picks, yeah, it wasn't a good day for me. I got Cleveland wrong. I got the Dodgers and Giants run lines wrong, and then the only one I did get right was which one? Oh, the under in the San Diego game. So at least I cashed one thing yesterday. Our premium play yesterday was the Yankees under, and that game got postponed, so we had no premium baseball play yesterday. So overall, it was just like a meh day. So that was that for baseball. And then looking at a recap of what happened with hockey yesterday. It was not a particularly great day. I had the Islanders. They cashed for me. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything from the Florida Panthers or the over for the Minnesota Wild game. So we went 1-2 in hockey yesterday. So another meh day in hockey. Hopefully we'll turn that around today with 2 games in the NHL coming up. And then another meh day in the NBA. Overall, just wasn't a day that was that good. I had the Boston Celtics +8. That one was Washington Wizards +8. That one wasn't good. I had the Knicks, which cashed, which was nice. At least we cashed that. And then unfortunately, in the Jazz game, the Jazz won by 12, so my Memphis bet did not cash. So basketball, hopefully I can get more than 2 wins today. All right. So yeah, let's turn that meh day from yesterday into a good day for today, as we start with the Major League Baseball. Starting it off here at 12:10. So first pitch an hour from now, we are getting the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins -130, -135 now. For the Marlins, a +126, +125 for the Phillies run back. We're getting Sam Howard versus Pablo Lopez in this matchup. Where are you looking for this first game? Oh, Pablo Lopez, even though his record does not show it, has been pitching really, really well today. This year, not today. I do like Miami in this one. I'm actually going to be taking them on the run line because I don't want to pay that juice. The Marlins have just been playing better lately. I don't trust Spencer Howard for the Phillies. I don't trust the Philly bullpen. I think that Miami can get out of this game like a getaway-esque game and take a win from the Philadelphia Phillies in this game. Yeah, for me, I'm laying off of this one. Starting off with the pass, Sam Howard is 0-1, 7.36 ERA, 1.77 WHIP, 13 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 7 1/3 innings pitched. Pablo Lopez 1-3, a 2.73 ERA. So he has been pitching well, 1.18 WHIP, 54 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 56 innings pitched. 2.73 ERA. That's not a bad ERA. That's just this Miami Marlins offense just doesn't really do much. So this is a spot where, yeah, I'm laying off. I lean towards the under in this game. It's at a 7. If it was a 7.5, I probably would jump on it, but at 7, I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. Pass in this game, lean towards the under, if anything, for this one. Our next game here is the Colorado Rockies at the New York Mets. A -135 for the Mets, a +125 run back for the Rockies. We're getting Germán Marquez and Marcus Stroman in this matchup. And for this one, Germán Marquez so far this season is 3-4, 4.82 ERA, 1.59 WHIP, 56 strikeouts, and 30 walks so far this season. Marcus Stroman, 3-4, 2.75 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, 43 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 52 and 1/3 innings pitched for Stroman. And looking at this game, the total is 5. And I understand this is a 7-inning game. We don't think these teams can put up 2 runs each in 7 innings. For anything, it'd probably be a lean towards the over. 7 runs or 5 runs in 7 innings shouldn't be that difficult. At the very least, 2-2, it's a push. So lean towards the over in that game. I lean towards the Mets, but we are getting plenty of value on the Mets. And if you really want to take a huge jump here, Mets on the run line to +195. That is definitely tempting here. I'm going to pass on this game for right now. I may come back to it later, but I'm passing for this one. Yeah, for this one, it's one of those things where I don't like betting double headers. It's just not one of I'd rather bet on 9-inning games than 7. But if anything, that over under 5, it's that low for a reason. I think I would want to take the under. Colorado doesn't score away from cores. Mets haven't scored lately. This game could easily finish 1-0, and I'd be like, yeah, sounds about right. If anything, maybe a lean towards the under, but I'm not going to be betting a doubleheader game. All right, our next game here is going to be the Chicago Cubs at the Pittsburgh Pirates. A -135, -137-ish for the Cubs. A +125, +127-ish for the Pirates, depending on what your book is. Kyle Hendricks, Tyler Anderson for this matchup. Where are you looking here? I'm looking at the Cubs, and I'm looking at the Cubs on the run line. Want to be betting a little bit more plus money now. It's Cubs or nothing for me for this one. Even though, yes, Hendricks has not been good this year. Neither has Tyler Anderson, and the Chicago Cubs are actually starting to wake up just a little bit. They've won 8 out of their last 10, including 5 straight. They're a half game back for the division. I think this Cubs team is going to come in. They're gonna go and they're gonna beat the Pirates today, and I don't think it will be particularly close. I'm going to grab the Cubs on the run line for this game. Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I'm on the fade Pittsburgh bandwagon, and for good reason. This is a Pirates team that is 18-30 this season. They are 8-13 as a home team. They're 16-24 versus right-handed pitching. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games, 5 in a row. They're going up against a Cubs team where this plays right into where they want to be. They've won 8 of their last 10 games, 3 in a row. They've won 11 out of 14 games versus left-handed pitching, which they're getting Tyler Anderson today. I like the Cubs in this spot as well. I took them on the run line as well, +120. I think is a great price for the Cubs on the run line here. They're on the road, so they get those full 9 at-bats. I like the Cubs. I like them on the run line here, +120 versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Our next game here is going to be the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's a -110 or +100 for this game. This is our premium play over on picksandparlays.net. So if you guys want to check that out, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. So we're moving on to the next matchup here, and we've got the Cleveland Indians hosting the Detroit Tigers. minus 172, minus 170-ish for the Indians, around a plus 160 for these Tigers. It's an over-under of 7 for this game. And for me, looking at the pitchers, Shane Bieber, 4-3, a 3.32 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 98 strikeouts, 23 walks, and 65 innings pitched. Matthew Boyd is 2-5, 3.08 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 42 strikeouts, 13 walks, and 52 and 2/3 innings pitched. I like the under in this game. These are two pitchers that have pitched really well so far this season. And Matthew Boyd has improved compared to last year. Shane Bieber is Shane Bieber. He's one of the best pitchers in the MLB still. And I think that this game, both these offenses have really struggled so far this season. They're 21st and 28th in runs scored per game in the MLB. So I like this game, Detroit and Cleveland under the total of 7. And you can get that for around minus 115. Yeah, this one's overall just a pass for me. This one should be a good matchup. Cleveland has been playing better as of late. Detroit has not. But even with Boyd's 2-5 record, he's still a 3.08 ERA. So it's not like he has not been pitching well. It's that he doesn't get much run support from a bad Detroit Tigers team. I think the under is definitely a spot to go to in this one. I'm not personally betting it, but I feel like the under is the way to go. Maybe even going after Cleveland on the run line, even though that's a minus 105, maybe not. But yeah, overall this one's a pass for me. I'm going to be just going after other games on today's slate. All right, our next game here is the Kansas City Royals and the Tampa Bay Rays. A minus 175. Minus 175 for the Rays. Plus 160, plus 161 for the Royals. We're getting Brady Singer versus Shane McClanahan for this matchup. Where are you looking for this one? Maybe towards the under. These two pitchers have been pitching. I should say it doesn't really matter with the pitching. The offenses have not been there the past couple games. It's one of those spots where even with Brad Singer and McClanahan, I do think this one can go under. I think last night's game was the 1-0 game. No, 2-1 in the 10th. But yeah, these two offenses have been struggling as of late. Even with the Rays coming off of a nice winning streak, I'd grab the under in this game. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna grab the under 7.5 in this one as a video play. All right. Yeah. For me, I'm gonna pass on this game. I would lean towards the under, but heading into the series, the series has had back-to-back unders. And the total here is 7.5 at minus 110. So, but this is a spot where I can see an under. But Tampa Bay has gone over in 7 of the last 10 games. They've just gone under in 2 straight versus the Royals here. I can see a little flip tonight and see an over potentially. But I'm going to pass on this one. This is probably a slight lean towards the Royals because they are a plus 161, just maybe taking a shot on them. But other than that, I'm not interested in this game. I think there's better games on the slate to attack, and this is just not one of them. All right, heading to our next game here. We have the Toronto Blue Jays at the New York Yankees. A minus 145 here for the Yankees. Let me double check that. Yeah, minus 126 now. That line has moved. Some money coming in on Alec Manoah for this game. So that's definitely some interesting line movement there. Over under 7 for this game in a 7-inning doubleheader. Where are you looking for this one? Once again, I don't really bet doubleheaders. It's just not a spot I would want to get to. If anything, this was the game that we had as our premium play yesterday, and we had the under. But considering that one got postponed, I don't know, was the 7? Maybe go under here as well. I'm personally not betting it, but this is just one of those spots that I don't bet doubleheaders. So yeah, this one will just be a pass for me. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna look at a bet here. that I'm adding this to my card. I like the under in this game. 7 runs for a 7-inning game. I like the under 9 yesterday, and this is kind of the same. Alek Manoah is one of the top pitching prospects in the Toronto farm system. Domingo Germán is 4-2 with a 3.05 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 42 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 44 in the 3rd innings pitched. So Domingo Germán has looked good so far this season. And during this Yankees winning streak, they've won 7 of their last 10 games. That winning streak was snapped the last time they played Toronto when they lost. But this is a spot where I think that we're going to get a good performance out of Domingo Germán. This Yankees pitching has looked really good recently. They've gone under in 6 straight games in 7 of their last 10. This is a spot where I'm taking under the total here, 7 runs. I think that's a little high for a 7-inning game between the Blue Jays and the Yankees today. Plus, advantage to the Blue Jays, I would have to say, because no Yankee pitcher has seen Alek Manoah yet. So I think that's a huge plus for them. Yankees, Blue Jays, under the total of 7 is where I'm going for this one. Our next game is the Cincinnati Reds and the Washington Nationals. You can get minus 120 for the Nationals now. That line has moved as well. So if you like the Reds, you missed your line there. And you can get the Reds for a plus 110? Plus 110, yeah. We're getting Sonny Gray and Steven Strasburg in this matchup. And for this one, this is Steven Strasburg's second appearance after his injury. Looking at the pitchers, Steven Strasburg 1-1, a 4.11 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 15 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 15 in the 3rd innings pitched. Sonny Gray 0-3, 3.96 ERA, 1.46 WHIP, 47 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 36 in the 3rd innings pitched. And I'm going to add another play to my card here. I like the Nationals in this spot. I minus 120. The value is there now. I have this game priced around a minus 130, minus 135-ish. So I'm going Washington here. Tempted on that run line as well. Maybe try to do a little half and half on the run line and the money line, create a minus 1 line. But for right now, I'm going Washington minus 120 versus the Reds. Yeah, I'm going with the same thing. I'm grabbing the Nationals for this one as well. I didn't bet it earlier because they were a minus 140. Now that the line's come down, I think it's a good spot. Steven Strasburg's coming off his first start back, where, granted, it was against the Baltimore Orioles, but he threw 5 in the 3rd innings, allowing only 1 hit on 4 strikeouts. And I think he's going to get back into his old form. And the Cincinnati Reds are not a team that scares me in terms of going after and betting against them, especially against a Sonny Gray that's 0-3 with an almost 4 ERA. Yeah, give me the Washington Nationals in this game. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just adding. Oh, they're up to a minus 121 now. Line's moving back, but I'm trying to hop on that real quick. But our next game here is going to be the Baltimore Orioles at the Chicago White Sox. A minus 216 now for the White Sox, minus 215, plus 200 run back for the Orioles in this matchup. Bruce Zimmerman versus Dylan Cease is going to be the pitching matchup for this one. Where are you looking for this game? Maybe looking towards a over 8.5. I know I'm going to sound like Elliott on this one. White Sox are facing a left-handed pitcher, and they smack left-handed pitchers. That felt awful. Yeah, I would be leaning towards the Chicago White Sox in this one. I am not laying a minus 200, and I am not laying a, minus 115 for their run line. No, this one, if anything, maybe when the team total came out over 4, it's a minus 140. No. Maybe just an over 8.5 in this game. That might be the spot to look at. Yeah, that may be a spot to look at. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to laying minus 115 on a Chicago White Sox run line for today. They are facing a lefty. They are 10-3 against lefties. They're 16-9 at home. And Baltimore has lost 9 straight games, and They've gone over in 8 of their last 10, so I think we're going to see some offense in this game potentially. Chicago has gone under in 7 of their last 10 games, so this may be a spot where I'm laying off this one. If we got a little bit better of a price for Chicago, I'd be all. If we got even money on that run line for Chicago, I'd be all over it. But that's just no value on that one at all. They really priced Chicago against the lefty out of your range. Really, if you like Chicago, I guess the over 4.5 team total would be the way to go. But I just can't get to this the Chicago team today because they just priced them too much. That's just one of those where the bookmakers know where we want to go, and it's a spot where even bookmakers can't turn a winner into a loser just by moving a line for people to bet. Anyone can just slam the Chicago White Sox. They win 8-3 tonight, and they all cash regardless if you bet them on -200 or -300. So passing on this game, I wish I can get to the White Sox on this spot, but they just priced them way out of my price tag. All right, our next game here is the Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. -115, -112 now, -110 on some books for the Diamondbacks. A +102, +105 type of run back, depending on your book for the Cardinals. We're getting Carlos Martinez taking on Matt Peacock in this matchup. And this is a pitcher for St. Louis that I've been looking to fade. Carlos Martinez is 3-4, 4.18 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 24 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 47 1/3 innings pitched. Matt Peacock is 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 15 strikeouts, 3 walks, 22 innings pitched for him so far this season. It'd be leaning towards the Diamondbacks, but you missed the line. If you wanted the Diamondbacks, last night they were a +118. Now they are a -112. I just want to see what they are on the run line or on the first 5 real quick and see if we can get a decent price for them there. No. First 5 -0.5 +130. I'm going to jump on that one actually. I'm going to take Arizona first 5 -1.5 at +130. I don't trust this bullpen for Arizona, so that's why I'm doing first 5 instead of full game. I believe Arizona's bullpen is ranked like 27th on my list. I don't have the rankings on me right now, but Arizona first 5 -0.5 at +130. Plus, I don't trust this team to actually, get me a win because they've lost 10 straight. But asking them to win the first 5 innings, I don't think is too much to ask, especially against a struggling Carlos Martinez this season. So I'm taking Arizona first 5 -0.5 at +130 for this game. Where are you looking for this one?
I think I'm passing on this one. Yes, the D-backs have lost a lot, and they've lost 10 straight.
Yeah.
What are the lines? Do you have it on some first 5? Sorry, I can't remember all the lines off the top of my head.
-112.
Oh, is that close to the game? Oh, in that case, I like the St. Louis Cardinals at plus money. Are they actually giving us plus money for St. Louis Cardinals against a team that's lost 10 straight games?
Carlos Martinez.
I don't care. I'm going to grab the Cardinals. That just seems crazy to me that they would actually do that to a team that actually has now become the worst team in the league. Arizona is officially the worst team in Major League Baseball. Nope, sorry. I forgot about Baltimore. They're the second worst team by a half a game. Yeah, I got to grab St. Louis at plus money in this one. That's kind of, even with Carlos Martinez, I think this is kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm grabbing St. Louis.
All right, our next game here is going to be the LA Angels and the Oakland Athletics here. -150 is what we're getting for the Oakland Athletics, plus 139 for Shohei Ohtani and the Angels, over under 7.5 runs for this game. Where are you looking at this one?
I think for this one, we're probably going to be looking towards the Athletics. I'm not going to be betting a -150 price tag, though. So maybe looking at the run line would be a decent option for this one. I think I'm overall passing on it. And then maybe even a slight lean towards that over. Even though both these pitchers have been pitching decent this year, I think the offenses could show up. So, and I think 7.5 is a little bit of a low line, especially with how bad these bullpens are. So maybe go and run this one. But overall, for me, I'm passing.
Yeah, looking at this game, it would be an over or nothing, really. Slightly in towards the Angels. Shohei Ohtani, 1-0, 2.37 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 45 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 30 1/3 innings pitched. Chris Bassett's 4-2, a 3.69 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 65 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 61 innings pitched. If you like an under in this game, first 5 under, which let's see what you can get the first 5 under for this matchup, because that may be a look for me, because I do like these starters. First 5 under 4, minus 115 to the under. I'm going to lay off for that one. It'd be a lean towards the first 5 under, full game over type of situation. But I'm laying off this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, I'm going to fade this one. I'm not going to be going after these two teams. They're a pick 'em, probably for a reason. Maybe a slight lean towards the Rangers. They've been playing a little bit better than the Seattle Mariners lately. But overall, not really a spot that I want to get to for this slate.
All right. Then we are going to finish up this this baseball card with the marquee matchup of the night. We get the Texas Rangers.
Oh, I was just talking about that one.
No, we were looking at
I already went over Oakland and LA. That's why I started talking about Texas. I mentioned them being a pick 'em. I didn't know. I was not paying attention to what you were doing.
Yep, my bad. Yeah, I forgot you were talking about this game. Yeah, I'm laying off this game as well. We're getting Colby Allard versus Chris Flexon. Allard's 1-0, 3.15 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 23 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 20 innings pitched. Flexon 4-2, a 5.09 ERA, 1.57 WHIP, 24 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 40 2/3 innings pitched. Yeah, this is just not a spot I want to get to. Over-under is 8.5 for this game. It would be a lean towards the under, but I don't trust these bullpens to get there. And I really don't want to pick a side for this one. This is just not a spot I'm looking to get to. So passing on this one for right now. All right, we'll head into the NBA now. We'll kick it over to Tim here. We have the Milwaukee Bucks at the Miami Heat. Milwaukee leads the series 2-0, and they are 2-point favorites here in Miami for game number 3. Where are you looking at for this one?
All right, for these, I'm going to try to give out a pick for them, and I'm also going to be looking on the spot at some player props to see what I like for those as well. First of all, I like Milwaukee in this game. They have looked really good in this series. They barely won game 1. They dominated game 2. I think this is a good spot for them again. Miami has not been playing well. They struggled a little bit down the stretch, and I feel like this is just a spot where Milwaukee comes in, takes care of business, and goes out. In terms of looking at a player prop for this game, I think my favorite one for this one, I'm going to go after points because I feel like this one's the easiest. Chris Middleton over 20.5 points would be my play for this one. If you want to put NBA to separate the MLB and NBA picks, just an idea. But
we exceeded.
Don't shoot. That's all good. But I do think Milwaukee wins this game. I think Middleton gets over the 20.5 points in this one. So I do like that in this game.
All right. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just adjusting some of these because we ran out of room on the crawler, and we have to just use the abbreviations to teams now instead of typing out the full names. Lesson learned. But let me get you into the next game here, where we have the Phoenix Suns at the LA Lakers. Game 3 for this series. Series is tied up at 1. Lakers are now a 6.5-point favorite in this one at home. Where are you looking for this one?
I'm going to be sticking on the same team this entire series. I don't understand how Phoenix is a 6.5-point dog in this one. Maybe just take out the socials. But
I don't understand why they would be a dog in this game, or a 6.5-point dog. I can understand if it was like a 2-point dog or something. But Phoenix, I feel like they could definitely had a shot to win game 2. But Chris Paul being not 100% really hurt them in that game. It was one of those deals where if he was in, I can imagine that Phoenix wins that game. For this one, I am going right back to Phoenix, maybe even taking a little bit on the money line. There are plus 240 on the money line. I don't mind that. And for this one, I think the best player prop that I would like to go after would be LeBron James under 24.5 points. That would be my favorite player prop for that game.
All right. We're going to head into the final game for the NBA today. We have the Denver Nuggets at the Portland Trailblazers. It is a 3.5-point favorite for Portland now. Series is tied 1-1 as they head back to Portland for game number 3. We're looking for this one.
I have been on this team all year. I've been on them all playoffs. I have them to win the entire thing. I'm on Denver. I feel like this is just another decent spot for them. Yes, they did go back to – they are going to be in Portland, but I still think that Denver comes in, gets the job done, and I feel like this is just a solid spot for Denver in this game. As a 4-point dog, I'm 100% taking the points. I think that if this game's a one-possession game, which in Portland I can imagine it being, I feel like this is a solid spot for the Denver Nuggets in this game. And then for this one, I'm going to give out 2 player props, one for each team. I do like Campazzo over 9.5 points. I said that for last game, and he cashed it. I just think that in order for Denver to win this game, Campazzo has to be firing and hit to the double digits. So over 9.5 points for him. And because why not? Take the over on Damian Lillard's 32.5 points. He got 40-something points last game on the road. Honestly, I could see him having a 40, 50-point performance today. As long as Denver can slow down the rest of the Portland Trailblazers team, they should be good. Maybe even look towards the over in this one, even at a 227. I definitely like that one as well.
Alrighty.
Hockey time.
Yes, I'm going to quickly type in my player props for hockey, and then we're going to go over the hockey.
While he does that, I'll go ahead and do some stuff. If you guys have not already, leave a like. I see that there's 8 people watching and only 6 likes. Come on, keep the likes coming in. I appreciate all the support. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We appreciate all that as well. If you guys want to go check out our premium plays over at picksandparleys.net, a link to that will be in the description below, along with the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel that me and Nick will be on Monday through Friday, minimum 6 p.m. each day, and then Saturdays are depending on the slates. So we'll definitely be on there at least 5 to 6 times a week. So go ahead and check out picksandparleys.net as well. So let's do it.
All right, we're going to be taking a look here at game number 5. The series heads back to Toronto, where the Canadiens and the Maple Leafs will meet. Toronto leads the series 3-1. Our projected goalies for this one is Carey Price and Jack Campbell. And looking at this series, I think it ends tonight. This is a spot where Toronto takes care of business. And they get the job done. I also do have a Toronto minus 1.5 games in my back pocket. If they win tonight, that cashes. So I like Toronto get the series done tonight. They've won 10 out of 14 games against the Canadiens this year. They've dominated, and in 4 games so far in the series, the Canadiens have scored 4 goals. So this is a Canadiens team that is struggling to score right now, and I'm projecting to see it again, 3-1, 4-1, 4-0 type of game like we saw in Game 3. I think this is a pretty simple game here. Montreal and Toronto, we're taking the Maple Leafs, and I'm taking them on the puck line plus 105.
I think also considering that option for the empty nets, I like the puck line here. I think that Toronto puts one in the back of the net with a minute left with no carry price in it to take probably like a 4-0 lead and win the game. Also, if you're looking at live betting this game, I've said this before. I think the first time it didn't cash was last night, but it's 3-1 or 2-1 so far this playoffs. Elimination games where the team with their backup against elimination is down heading into the third period. Take the over 1.5. If it's like 2-0, take over 3.5 game total. Take it so all they need to do is score 2 goals in the third period. That's cashed 2 out of 3 times so far this playoffs. The only time it didn't was the Islanders last night. But I like that as well. But I'll lean towards the under in the full game, though. These two teams have been playing unders all series long. The only reason why one of the games did not go to the under was Toronto put up 5 goals that game and they won 5-1. So other than that, Montreal's not putting up enough goals to see this game go over the total. So I like Toronto puck line this game. Let me see what the team total is for Montreal. I kind of like the team total as well, under probably for Montreal in this game, which is 2.5 minus 165. Yeah, I don't think I can get to the under there with that much juice. I do think they don't score more than 2 goals in this game, but Toronto puck line is the play for this one. And then if Toronto is leading heading into the third period, over in the third period. All right, our next game, our final game of the night, we have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Nashville Predators. It heads back to Nashville for game number 6. Carolina leads the series 3-2. Alex Nedeljkovic and UC Saros, they've been the starters the whole series. I expect that again in game 6. And I'm going to be after the Carolina Hurricanes to get the job done in game 6 here. Now, honestly, I have a ticket for this series, Carolina minus 1.5. So for both these games, I cannot bet this specific game and have action on it because of my series plays. But I'm taking the Carolina Hurricanes here, money line. You can get them on the puck line for plus 175. I don't hate that as well. You can get them in regulation at plus 105. Let's see. You can get them winning the series 4-2 at minus 150. Okay, so no, you just lay the minus 135 here. Oh, it's minus 144 now. Wow, it's minus 144 for that play now. So money has come in on Carolina, rightfully so. I think they're definitely the better team. So that is where I'm looking for that game. Also, just like Tim had some player props, I also have some player props here, and I have 4 goal scorer props and 1 shot on goal prop. Disclaimer: these goal scorer props, I'm only laying 1% on them, and the shot on goal prop, I'm laying 2%. So for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I have William Nylander and Mitchell Marner scoring a goal, plus 150 for Nylander, plus 175 for Marner. For the Carolina game, I have a little bit of longer shots here. I have Andrei Svechnikov here, over 2.5 shots on goal as well. That's a minus 130. I just laid the juice. He was held to no shots on goal last game, but before that, he had 6 in back-to-back games. So, and I also have Andrei Svechnikov putting 1 in the back of the net tonight, plus 225 for him. And then my long shot of the night is Dougie Hamilton, plus 350 to score a goal. I think that this is a spot where they get the job done. I believe also another one I would potentially look at on the Nashville side is Eli Tolvanen. He's going to be getting a lot of power play time. I didn't bet it, but I think it's around 225. If I had to pick a Nashville Predator prop, it's Eli Tolvanen for that matchup. But those are my NHL player props for today. All right, we're going to take a look at our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. For me, for baseball, I'm on the Cubs run line plus 120. I'm on the Tigers and Indians under 7 runs, as well as New York and Toronto under 7 runs. That's an even money. I have Arizona first 5 -0.5 at +130. I'm on the Washington Nationals at -120, and the Toronto puck line +105 for hockey, and Carolina -135 for hockey. Where are you looking here?
I got Miami on the run line against the Phillies. I got the Cubs run line. I got Tampa Bay and Kansas City under. I got Washington. I got St. Louis. And then for basketball, Milwaukee, Phoenix, and Denver, along with my player props, which were Middleton over, Campazzo over, James under, and Lillard over the points.
All right. Well, that's going to basically wrap up today's show. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And turn on push notifications so you know exactly now when we go live, because we're going to be streaming 7 days a week here at the Earle Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in baseball, hockey, and basketball tonight. And we'll catch you guys same time tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck. Let's make some money.